Now I would like to explain exactly how we get such quick clinical results. If you've noticed anything I've been talking about so far, it's been the discs. The discs are very strong in this axial loading position, but they are very weak when you twist the discs. So in this office, we don't do any twisting on any of the adjustments. Let me explain this. When there is a subluxation, the vertebrae slip backwards. That's what damages the discs, so the vertebrae need to be set forward. So when we're adjusting the lumbar spine, we need to set that vertebrae straight ahead, and that's done with just the part of my hand called the posiform, just that on one particular segment, and we're setting that vertebrae straight ahead. There's no twisting or no turning of the spine when we do that. You may have been at a chiropractor before. When you get your cervical spine adjusted, you're lying on your back, and they turn your head to the right and to the left. And while that is good for increasing the range of motion, and it can get rid of symptoms, if it's continually done, it will start to wear out the disc. So that's not the way we adjust at this office. Perhaps the biggest difference comes in when it's adjusting the cervical spine. Now in the cervical spine, the vertebrae subluxates to the inferior and it shifts backwards down that facet joint. So the only way we can set that properly is to lift that up that facet joint. Let me explain how we do that. The facet joints of the cervicals are at an angle of somewhere around 45 to 60 degrees. So when we're setting that, it's just the tip of my finger just under that segment. We're stabilizing the head and we're just lifting up that joint. So there's no rotation in the cervical spine. Now every time that you're in your office, all the adjusting is done skin on skin. So men take their shirts off, women gown up. You can slip on material, but you're not going to slip on skin. You can really get a specific contact skin on skin. One of the other differences is every time that you're in the office, the x-ray is up. The reason is the difference between adjusting an L5 and an L4 is literally millimeters. That's the top of the fifth lumbar, that's the top of the fourth lumbar. We need to get our hand in between there. So the only way we can do that is by seeing the x-ray. So every time that you're in the office, the x-ray is up. Now, since we use the delta T to determine exactly the location of the subluxation, it would make sense that once we adjust you, if we have cleared out that subluxation, that reading would go to 0. So you're always pre and post checked on every adjustment. It's this analysis and adjusting procedure that enables us to give you very significant clinical results in a very short period of time.